Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Staten Island. I'm at a cool little quaint little place here called Coral Bay Cafe, right by the water. Located on the edge of Staten Island, near the beach. Coral Bay Cafe suffered during Hurricane Sandy, but they came back because of the great food. I'm going to give you guys a look at some of the plates we ordered that day. Boy, were they good. Seafood joint. What do you say we go eat, guys? After Hurricane Sandy decimated the place, it took them 8 years to rebuild, and boy, did they do a good job. The place reminded me of some old trattoria on some roadside. Very rustic. Loved it. We were immediately presented with a bowl of beautiful bread. Toasted bread. Good bread. A little bit of butter. Nothing too exquisite, but butter nonetheless. Real butter. So, we started out with a soup, a Manhattan clam chowder. It was a cold, rainy day. As you wait for the soup to cool down, I recommend dipping bread into the broth. Look at the size of those clams, guys. Man, they don't skimp out on the clam meat.
One guy that comes from Manhattan just for our lobster bisque soup.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? If people are coming in from Manhattan to try the soups, you know the soups are pretty damn good. What I loved about the clam chowder was the broth, more than anything, and the tenderness of the clams. I could be happy with just the broth and the bread. I decided to skip the bread because I'm on a low-carb diet. The baked clams. Now, you can have the option to order little necks or top necks. We ordered top necks. They're larger clams. The meat is a bit tougher than little necks. However, I think top necks handle the heat of being baked better than those smaller little neck clams. So, yeah, top necks was the way to go for me. Lots of meat in that clam under that breading, that oregano breading. And they give you a whole bunch of garlic butter wine sauce. I drenched those clams with that sauce, man. Yeah, the breading lost its crisp because of it. I didn't care. What do you do with that bread? Well, you take a piece and you drench it in that garlic butter wine sauce. That's what you do with that bread, baby. The waitress was awesome. She put very little ice in the drinks. And then came the fried calamari. No tentacles. Was a little disappointed by that. But I loved the way they were prepared in a true frito misto street food type of way. Just like they do it in Italy. Lightly breaded, lightly coated. Just flour. That's it. Salt. Because nowadays you go to some Italian restaurants and the calamari is basically breaded like Popeyes breads their chicken. You don't want all that breading on your fried calamari. You want a light coating of flour, a little salt, that's it. They give you two types of marinara sauces, hot and sweet. Next, oh baby, look at this platter. 2 pieces of filleted branzino, beautifully topped. Look at the shrimp attached to it, hanging off of it. Nice amount of clams and mussels, and the seafood sits on top of a beautiful Italian butter risotto, and it's served with vegetables and carrots. It melts in your mouth. The mussel. The broccoli was cooked perfectly, not too mushy, not too tough, not too raw. That's the way I like my broccoli. I don't like it too mushy. So back to the seafood platter. You see how the fish sits on that butter risotto? Really delicious. Next, here we have the Coral Bay shrimp. Shrimp wrapped in prosciutto. It's a flambéed dish, okay, in a brandy, creamy tomato sauce with a little red pepper. They put a little bit of mixed greens in the center. This is the appetizer. You can order the dinner version, which comes with more shrimp and a side. I really love the sauce. Again, it was a flambéed, brandy-based cream sauce. The sauce was very thick and sweet. I wonder if there was some mayo involved there. And the taste of the brandy was just permeating through that dish and that sauce. It was absolutely delicious. I've never had anything like this. And if you don't know what flambéed means, it means the dish was lit up with alcohol and put under the heat of flame and fire. Flambéed Coral Bay shrimp. I highly recommend the flambéed brandy-based shrimp, the Coral Bay shrimp here at Coral Bay Cafe. A nice little, quaint little cafe, tucked, I should say, hidden at the edge of a residential street in Tottenville, Staten Island. Just off the beach, you could have a nice dinner and then either go for a ride and hit up the nearby conference house or go for a walk on the beach.